Hey, there's just a lot happening. It's a pause moment everywhere. By that I mean this Kendrick and Drake beef is not ending anytime soon.
The ANC has postponed the disciplinary hearing of former President Jacob Zuma due to security concerns.
RIP to the Rose of Soweto.
Shell is leaving the country. Shell, the garage, the petroleum company.
Ramaphosa, you can tell on his Spotify, the first track that you find, it's probably Jerusalem. She must go to a different league.
Yeah.
Yase Mozambique. Kuthi bayozizwisisa nje ukuwina.
Ukuwina, ne?
Kuthi yini ukuwina. Hey, what's up, my G?
How you doing, bro?
Too good. I'm smooth.
Let's keep on.
Hey, there's just a lot happening. It's a pause moment everywhere. By that I mean this Kendrick and Drake beef is not ending anytime soon.
It isn't. Like there's so much going on social media about ngale beef lane.
Man.
Do you even know what's going on?
I don't, because normally beef and Joyle, like you get 1-2 diss tracks from each. Already, I think we've gotten over 6 tracks.
We're close to a mixtape now.
It's close to a mixtape. 2 from Drake,
Yeah.
4 from Kendrick.
You can't take overdoing it, bro.
Kendrick is overdoing it with false information.
Hey.
Yeah, I wanna get
This rap game is very tricky.
It's
right?
tricky. It's tricky. I feel like for me, Drake just pulled a. It's a rich nigga move.
A rich nigga move.
That's a
what he
rich
did, right?
nigga move. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Because he made sure Oguti, he's gonna get his information, but we're gonna control what he gets.
For sure, yeah.
And he's gonna be the laughing stock at the end of the day. But for me, who won the beef for me is Kendrick Lamar.
Based on what?
Firstly, because of his delivery of the content, how he can come up with, even though it's false information, he was still able to put it together and create a diss track that sounds and makes the culture. It's for the culture, actually. You know what I mean?
Sure, yeah.
He's relevant in that sense. And for me, he's won it, not because of the number of tracks that are out. I know he has Euphoria out. He has Meet the Grams. He has Not Like Us, that Compton sounding tune.
Oh, what? OVO. This is gonna be censored, I hope. But anyway,
and 616 in LA, and then Drake has Family Matters and The Hot 6.
I actually have only heard Family Matters got Drake. The Hot 6 I haven't heard because I think that's the recent one.
Yeah, it dropped this morning.
Yeah, Euphoria was quite good. And then Meet the Grams is one where the false evidence is coming from, because allegedly Drake has a daughter.
Yeah, the 11-year-old daughter and stuff. They all fabricated that just to mislead poor Kenny.
Yeah. Rich nigga move. And then Not Like Us is that pop, and which I've heard. And then 616 in LA. Actually angaga yizwa. Is it nice?
It's nice. It's nice. I like all of them, man. I like all of them. Like, I can be a rap head now and take off my hat because I'm into this. You know what I'm saying? I woke up super early on Saturday just to make sure I follow up on this beef and I'm up to speed. But I went away on a camping trip. When I came back, there was more fire.
Hey, there was definitely
not
more
DJ
fire.
Spoo though.
Yeah, for me, I think this beef must just be over, to be honest. But you, like you said, this pound for pound thing has gone on for too long.
It's too long. These are 2 grown-ass men with family, with kids. I think Mele Baba Fage boxing ring, they must punch it out. Or I think you had a better idea. They should just put them on. It should be a proper cipher. Yeah, and they must battle each other in real time.
Bar for bar. 3 rounds, 3 different rounds, days.
Done.
Yeah, give us some entertainment.
Days,
Sure.
Because magazo endlini usayenze research abuye azospora. No.
Entertainment, dog.
I don't care about it. They must just get it over now. I'm tired. I'm tired of this, guys. I'm tired, Drake. I'm tired, Kenny. Stop bullying Drake, okay?
I think they're actually trying to distract us from Indabaga, Kapaf, but we are not forgotten.
We haven't forgotten Puffy.
No, for real. But some people definitely that will also not be forgotten. We have 2 people who passed away in South Africa that we've heard of. The first one is a renowned actor and entertainer, Mpho Sebeng. I think
Sebeng.
It's not Sebeng.
It's with a E.
Oh, Sebeng.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, yeah. So RIP to him. Sorry if I'm just getting the name wrong there, but RIP to him. He passed away on Sunday in a car accident, I believe, in Potchefstroom. Really, really great actor, by the way. I've seen him in quite a few pieces actually in South Africa. So I think movies too, and he was like in some new stuff going on right now.
Yeah, some new movies on Netflix. Yeah, he was doing great things, man. I think his road was paved for success. You know what I'm saying? Already had achieved some successful things, but he was gonna be gaining even more. And then the second one, we have RIP to the Rose of Soweto. Bab Dingaan Thobela.
Dingaan Thobela. What a boxer.
I used to love this guy growing up. I used to have a line la Mankundi cut as a kid because I wanted to be like Dingaan Thobela.
Oh,
Dingaan. He was my superhero, man. Growing up,
yeah,
he was my hero because he was one of the best boxers, and my grandfather was into boxing. So, Mina and I would bond over boxing. Dingaan.
Yeah, Dingaan Thobela is one of the most renowned boxers in South Africa. And TV when TV was new to us. Boxing was one of the big things, and Dingaan Thobela was on our screens quite a lot. So, RIP to Dingaan Thobela. What a real legend. The Rose of Soweto. Yeah, for sure. And then something else happened over the weekend. I see that the hasn't happened yet, but the Nedbank Cup final is coming up.
Yeah, the Nedbank Cup final is coming up. So we know which teams have made it to the final. Because this weekend they had the semi-finals, right? And Pirates was playing. What's this?
Chippa United. Yeah.
Chippa United, and Sundowns was playing Stellenbosch. It was tough though. Sundowns win it 2-1, and then Pirates also won 3-1. So now you know who's gonna be at the final. That's gonna be the biggest final of the year.
For sure, yeah, that's gonna be an interesting one. I know Junior Kanye, I think if that's his name, if I can remember properly, the coach of Stellenbosch. Yeah, they were robbed, man, by Sundowns.
How were they robbed?
I think they should have had a penalty. There was a handball in there that was overlooked.
Okay.
To make it an interesting final, yeah, like Orlando Pirates and Sundowns, which is gonna be a big one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what happened in the Nedbank Cup.
Junior Kanye is getting mafia money.
Yeah, he's getting the Stellenbosch
from Davidton to Stellies.
Straight up, dog. That's like called
he's
a real
up
come
now.
Up. Yeah, that's
he's
a come
up.
Yeah, that's a real come up.
Yeah, man.
But shout out to the guys that made it to the to Orlando Pirates and Sundowns for making it to the Nedbank Cup final. It has been coming up in our trending topics quite a lot actually, and we know that it's going to obviously the final is going to come up even more. But there's something else that we need to talk about. Workers' Day.
Yeah, Workers' Day. Some people just know good business holiday on Wednesday, but they didn't know what holiday it was.
Yeah.
For those who didn't know it, we're actually celebrating International Workers' Day on Wednesday. That's the reason why you were chilling at home watching Netflix or went out for a hike like me.
Yeah.
I'm a solo hike kind of guy now, eh? I do that for the mental health.
I think you need to come and give us like reviews of hikes every time you go.
That I can do with pleasure, with pleasure, and what you need to just have with you.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? To enjoy your hike, to have the best hike. I think sometimes not even talking to people is good. Like just say hi and move on, because I'm like that. That's how I'm raised. So I have to greet. I don't know. Sometimes I try to avoid greeting, but I have to greet people.
It is what it is, right? Yeah,
but carrying water, a Powerade for those electrolytes, and a snack bar, I think you're good. You're good to wrap it up. You can wrap up at 20 even at 10 with that.
Those are the first tips from Lebo. But yeah, on Wednesday we're celebrating Workers' Day, which is it's an international holiday. So it's
international,
not a South African
some
holiday.
call it Labor Day.
Okay, I think in America it's called Labor Day.
Labor Day, yeah.
Interesting one. We know that in South Africa, obviously, I mean, I know I was definitely playing golf. It was a great opportunity for me to go and play golf. Where was I? Was I at
Pickenwood? Yeah, you were playing at
Pickenwood. Yeah, I was playing at Pickenwood. What a beautiful golf course by the way, for anybody who wants to go there. And then something else that we need to talk about. I mean, we haven't even introduced ourselves. By the way, I'm also now Mr. 21 Day for
Hey man, we got straight into business. Straight into business with false information.
Yeah, Mr. 21 Day Photo Challenge is in the building, and I want to let you guys know about a 21 Day Photo Challenge. So the 21 Day Photo Challenge is an amazing social challenge hosted by Color Space. We started this during lockdown, the first 21 days of lockdown, and that's the reason why we're calling it 21 days, because we all thought we would be locked down for only 21 days. But to our surprise, we were locked down for more, so we did extend the challenge. And what the challenge is really simple, and it is for everybody to enter. It really, really is fun. So what you do is every single day, Color Space will put out a theme, and photographers and budding photographers will then go up against that theme and actually submit photos on Twitter using the hashtag 21 Day Photo Challenge SA. And the winners of the day get announced every single daily. What's really great about this is that you get to see other people's work that really exist within the community. You also get to become part of a community, with a larger community which exists on WhatsApp. So if you're a budding photographer, if you're a cell phone photographer, if you are a professional photographer, I would urge you to get involved in a 21 Day Photo Challenge. Connect with the community, showcase your work to new people, new clients. And we saw last year this trended on Twitter. Even globally, it trended in South Africa, it trended amongst in Africa too. So a really, really great challenge for every photographer to get involved in, and a budding photographer. And we've got something really, really great, which is a smartphone category. That's for everybody. So make sure that you enter by going to www.colorspace.co.za and check us out at Colorspace on Twitter. Otherwise, I'll check you guys next time. Back to the episode.
Zooms, am I kissing this mic enough?
Yeah, this new mic is making Lebo go crazy, guys.
Hey man, I don't like kissing. No, I love kissing humans. I can't be kissing. Just think I'm kissing AI.
Yeah, man. But yeah, you do have to kiss the mic, and it just sounds so much crisper. But you guys let us know. We've got a brand new mic, and Mr. Sophisticated himself there is speaking on a brand new mic. So yeah, let us know. But you guys also, you just heard what 21 Day Photo Challenge is about. And if you haven't, make sure that you check out the hashtag on Twitter. It really, really is amazing. Hashtag 21 Day Photo Challenge SA. We've got the challenge coming up on the 13th of May 2024, starting then and ending on the 2nd of June. So get involved. And
I'm definitely participating, Zooms. I'm not the best photographer, but I'll give you a run for your money.
I know you
whenever I travel, right, I take the best snaps.
Okay,
I remember before Color Space. So now, because we can load pictures on Color Space and other people can see it, there was something called Unsplash, and I put my stuff there. I remember I was getting extreme views, my G. I was in the millions with this other giraffe picture I took. The giraffe was in the middle of the road, and I was driving past. I was in the Kruger. That's Snap.
I know that picture.
That Snap.
Yeah.
It made me part of the circle of pro photographers.
Okay, so the trick is to make sure when you travel, take lots of pictures and submit them to Color Space.
Yes. I think also be authentic. Don't steal other people's pictures.
Sure, yeah.
Make sure it's yours. Even if it's old, you can... those pictures that you've been saving for a rainy day, now is the day.
Yeah, for sure.
Just make sure you align with the challenge of the day and post your picture. Use the right hashtag. And at the end of the week, who knows? You might be our winner.
For sure. Definitely, you might be our winner. And we've got 21 days we're going to be running this for. So anyway, let's get on to the stats of the week. Or is that everything for the week, actually? What happened, just the news-wise?
Yeah, I think that's the most important thing. For me, it's around the beef, because the beef has the social media on lock right now. That's the Drake and Kendrick beef, not brief. And then I'm a RIP that we're meant to say those RIPs. And then I think the most important thing today in this episode, one key takeout. If there was one key takeout, I think it's about the 21 Day Photo Challenge and just being part of that. That's going to be history in the making. This is the second edition, the 2024 edition. And guys, it's going to be too lit. But Zooms, the people that were participating in the older one, they won't even believe.
They won't believe
Barack Obama posted something. What they're going to say is Photoshop.
AI wasn't around, guys. But it was a beautiful challenge. Make sure that you get involved. And you're right, Lebs, it was a big highlight. The other thing which we mustn't miss out on is actually some news. The ANC has postponed the disciplinary hearing of former President Jacob Zuma due to security concerns. And then the other one is accusations that the MK party forged signatures to meet the requirement to register for the elections will be urgently investigated, says the Deputy Minister Kasal Matale. So that's something that's going on right now. We know that Shell, there's rumors that Shell is leaving the country. Shell, the garage, the petroleum company, Shell, they might be leaving the country.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't care about those guys. The only garage that I care about is engine. Engine is my number one, dog. The service that I get there, when I feel like a president, like even though my car is not the best car out there, but when I rock up my brother, I feel like a president.
But you know, it is quite devastating because people get points also from Shell and Shell. I mean, I'm sure jobs are going to get lost and blah, blah, blah. Or, yeah, not lost, but you know what I mean. So a lot is happening. And,
sorry about that.
Yeah, for sure. So there's a lot happening. You guys let us know what exactly has been happening. We know that there's some news happening about Table View residents in Cape Town to be patient as it works to restore electricity after cable damage. So Eskom is working on that. There's quite a lot happening.
The Nyalpers have moved down.
They've moved down to the Cape, and they're saying, you know,
they want better views.
And then the last one for me is the IEC in collaboration with DIRCO has begun shipping voting material, including voting booth, ballot papers, and stationery packs to South African missions across the world. So, by the way, obviously, people that are in the UK, wherever you are, you still will be able to vote for your party that you want to vote for during election day on the 29th of May. And we are only just a few days away, Lebo. 29th of May, I mean, is just like, what, less than 3 weeks away or just about 3 weeks away?
Yeah, it's a couple of weeks away. I mean, I still believe we need blockchain to be a core part of our voting systems so that everything is decentralized and there's no rigging of elections. I think if that can be implemented, South Africa will be clean.
Fair enough. I love that so much. Okay, let's get on to the stats now for the week. Let's give them very quick this tea of what has happened last week on the Twitter and X platform, as those who still call it, by the way. Tina, we don't call it Twitter X anymore. We call Twitter. We call it Twitter, by the way. So we're giving you stats from the 29th of May until the 5th. 29th of April until the 5th of May. And in terms of the amount of tweets, we got 6.7 million tweets. So that's a 1% increase from the week before that. And in terms of unique authors, that went down by 5%. So I'm a bot on the
platform. I'm glad.
Yeah. So with 121,000 unique authors from last week. And then quickly, let's get into the sentiment of the country, which has also got some interesting numbers. Gabona, the negative sentiment has gone up by 5%, which is not great. Of course, we know that there's a lot happening in this country, and we're going to talk about why, what the sentiment is saying. You're going to tell us in the word cloud. And then in terms of the positive sentiment, we're seeing a 2% increase, which is also really, really amazing. So tell me, Lebs, you need a contributor to the negative word cloud. Like,
it's this beef. I'm for real. Drake is there. Yeah. Kendrick Lamar is there. Of course, there's still some genocide, Gaza, and all those. But hey, those words are highlighted in big, my brother. We also have the ANC going. The ANC is up there. I see there's shit showing up. No pun intended. The diss. So the word diss is also showing up, just to show good it ties back into the beef that we're talking about. So that's the negativity, right? And then we look at the positive. The positive, there's some beautiful words out here. Hey, I didn't know such words existed, like love. Beautiful. So, good morning.
So people are saying things like good morning, hello, beautiful, happy birthday.
100%. But there's a show that's showing up in the positive sentiment, which is hashtag Ready Steady Cook SA.
Is that a new show?
It's a new show on SABC 3, and it plays on weekdays. I think it's 7 o'clock. It's hosted by, who's the host? Who's the president? Moshe.
Yes. Moshe
the tall guy. Yeah. He's the host of the show. Beautiful show, man. I think some positive stuff coming on TV, like cooking and stuff. At least other women that can cook and other men that can cook can watch and learn and make other people happy.
For sure. Siyazi khona abathanda ukudla and really steady cook. I haven't watched it, but I'm sure I can already see the kind of show it is that can be helpful. But you say, it's in the positive word cloud, so that's dope. Is that everything on the positive?
There's also Sundowns. Sundowns played, they won, so I'm guessing, hey, they're loving the team.
Sundowns are just in the positive at all times.
Sundowns
which is
a
great.
positive team. They have to change their outfit to green. Because
yeah.
green is for positivity.
I mean, that yellow, that gold is also the royal
somewhere
stuff.
there. It's somewhere there.
That's
Okay.
positive stuff, but right.
Bright like a star.
But yeah, we're definitely seeing quite a few words in the positive, and obviously think people like Liema Panzi, Yolanda, Sundowns, Happy Birthday, Opportunity, Win, all of those are coming up. Proud South Africa, so those are really, really coming up in the positive word cloud. But let's get on to the busiest day and the busiest hour from last week. Has it changed? Because last week we were Wednesday.
Last week
the week before that.
Yes. So the week before that was when was Wednesday.
Yes.
This week is actually Sunday.
Oh,
Yeah.
great! What is happening?
Sunday is
You'll
the
tell
biggest
us.
week. The biggest week, the biggest day of the week.
Day, yeah.
I think there's quite a lot of things. The main contributor of the thingy is the passing of Mpho.
Okay.
So the passing of Mpho accelerated that. The beef between Kendrick and, I'm gonna be saying this because it's right here, Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Because Kendrick, I think from Saturday he started dropping tracks. Drake's dropped on Sunday. It was busy, man. LA was busy. There's also EFF. I believe Cyril was telling me Uguti Utubani Julius was playing at Sunday Roast. Hey, now he's getting bookings. I don't know. Is it to fund the billboards and the ad? ANC is also there. So the busiest day, man, it's just a lot of things happening. The league, I believe it was the Premier League now. Zooms. That's family matters. You know what that is. I think that's that, my G.
Yeah, ngiyabona lana ukuthi vele Juju was definitely at Sunday Roast as a DJ, which was quite interesting. I mean, we also see that Ramaphosa now was DJing that way.
I can't believe that, bro.
I'm telling you, our president was a DJ somewhere. I wonder if he got paid. I'm telling you, people are like, these are bangers, dog. You're dropping
What
bangers.
jams was he playing?
I don't know. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear the clip. But I'm telling you, you're going to see it. Check it out. It's online.
Like Ramaphosa, you can tell on his Spotify, the first track that you find, it's probably Jerusalem.
Yes.
That's probably the only song he has. Because it looks like that guy that will just pull out his phone, Adlali Jerusalem,
and that's about it.
It goes down.
I think he didn't want to be showed out by Julius Malema, who was at Sunday Roast, which is a really big fixture in Johannesburg, and he was DJing then. So people are saying, what a beautiful show. But
man.
yeah, you did give us the busiest times, no?
I gave you the busiest day. The busiest times actually have changed this week. The mornings we have 10 a.m. 10 a.m. is dominating the mornings by far, followed by 8 a.m. And then in the evening we have 7 p.m. followed by 8 p.m.
Okay, so I mean the times have changed just kancane, but it's not a big change, no?
Sure.
Alright, clean. Alright, Lebs. I mean, so we've heard ukuthi bekwenzakalani from the busiest times to the busiest day. We actually saw a positive word cloud. We also saw the total mentions. How many people were tweeting in South Africa last week. But now, can we go to the top trending hashtags in South Africa last week? We've got a new entry which we've never seen before. I think it might be 2 new entries, in fact, or is it 1 new entry?
2 new. You're right.
So at number 5, we've got a new entry.
Yeah, and number 3.
Yeah,
100%.
All right. So let's get into the top 5 trending hashtags in South Africa last week.
Actually, even number 4 is new. In the trends, in the top 5. We've covered it as a bonus.
But never as actually a
top
topic.
5. Never
I think it's because of the semi-finals, what happened.
Yeah.
Very good one. So I'm going to cover number 5 and number 4. Then you cover...
the rest is history.
The rest from there, yeah. So Ashkaling on number 5. Hashtag vote ANC 2024 coming in with 9,000 mentions. And I have to read this number. I'm like Jacob Zuma, guys, so forgive me. We got close to 1 billion, actually. We got 90... No, is it 1 billion? 978 million.
Yeah.
So that's quite close. I mean, close to 980 million impressions on that hashtag. We know, of course, the NC has been doing quite a lot of work on my challenge and Nani. So coming in at number 5 is hashtag vote ANC 2024. And then coming in at number 4, which we just spoke about, another brand new entry on the top trending hashtags on Spaza Talk is hashtag Nedbank Cup with 12,000 mentions, and it has 191 million impressions.
Damn, these guys they're just moving weight, man. That's impressive numbers just from 2 games
For
over
sure.
the weekend.
Yeah,
that's
and we obviously,
impressive numbers.
sorry to cut you there, man. So we know that obviously Sundowns played Stellenbosch and Pirates played Chippa United, and the final is going to be Sundowns versus Pirates. So the Nedbank Cup is really, really heating up. Obviously, we know that the Nedbank Cup, or sort of know what the Nedbank Cup is designed for smaller teams. So it's quite sad not to see a smaller team
making it all
to
the way
the final. Yeah, for sure. But obviously, Stellenbosch are there. We see that. We're in the semi-final. We see that Chippa was also there. I don't know if.
But those are big teams.
Yeah, they're normal teams. We're
Funabo
used to them.
Manzi FC from Maritzburg or from Alex. You
For
know
sure,
what I mean?
yeah. Amachita was the ball and
Yeah.
making it out there to showcase their skills. But I'm sure they got to showcase their skills. But anyway, that was at number 4. Hashtag Nedbank Cup.
I'm glad you're saying that. Chiefs should be signing. Should be signing guys from Milford because that's a team that knocked them out.
They knocked them out, actually. That's why they're not here, right?
Yeah, that's why they're not here. It's because of that small team, Milford.
Where did you say they're from?
Hey, bro, I don't even
Because
know.
it sounds like a team that you'd find like somewhere in the UK or something. But now Milford from South Africa.
We don't get creative when it comes to soccer teams like Mzansi. Because I know when I used to play football in the township back in my days when I was still a soccer star.
Okay, well,
yeah, when I was. I know the teams, there was no creativity. They just take Amagama on my team from either the Italian league, like Parma,
yes.
or from the English Premier. You have they were. What Sheffield United,
yes. And we used to dress in their kit actually.
Exactly. Real Madrid. I think each and every district had their own Real Madrid.
I definitely know everyone had their own Real Madrid at some point. Yeah.
100%. So that's that, man. But let's jump straight into it. Number 3, Ready Steady Cook SA. That's the new show we're talking about with 16,000 mentions and a million. No, not a million.
Billion.
Hey, I'm saying a million like it's a big, like a billion impressions. Billion impressions.
That is a lot. That is a
That is
brand new
good.
show, right?
SABC3 is getting up now.
It's really, really up. I mean, it's still a free television show in South Africa, so that's great.
They
to
need
see.
those views. That's how they make their money with
For
the
sure.
adverts. So they need the views so that more people watch the show, more people see the adverts, and more brands pay to be on that spot.
I mean, what a brilliant way. And having a show, we've talked about this before, having a show really, really helpful. We saw what Big Brother Mzansi did. We saw what Big Brother Nigeria did. So Ready Steady Cook is a show on SABC3 and coming in at number 3 in South Africa. Really shout out to them. And of course, we know number 2. We've talked about it, number 2.
Sundowns. Hashtag Sundowns with 17,000 impressions and 47 million impressions. The impressions are quite low.
Sure.
For a team that big, because I know they don't have as much followers. Pirates has more. I don't know why Pirates is not here. Pirates should have been up there on the top.
I think it might have been their win might have been just they might have won it by just a chance, or it could be the fact that Junior Kanye was complaining how Sundowns won, dog. So that's why I want but hashtag Sundowns near Europa. I'm a big dog.
Zoom's like Junior Kanye, man. He finishes me, that guy. His interviews, like he's always crying or complaining. Like they were vela ngakhona, they were khuluma ngakhona. Yeah.
Robert Chabona was ropile if he wasn't for the but when you had a good impression.
We had a good game, Marawa, but you see, Labafana, when they do this, it comes off as if Ngatabaz we won. Like I love him, man. He used to be my favorite player, Kaiser Chiefs.
Ice Kokolia out really, really well. But yeah, that was our number 2, obviously, Sundowns with Kulumangayo, and that's obviously sparking the big debate. But another huge topic, Mzansi, is our number 1 levels. And I think this might be their first number 1 on Spaza Talk.
The first ever.
It is the first ever.
First ever.
In South Africa, not just on Spaza Talk, in South Africa. It's just the first time they're trending. So shout out to them before we even say their name.
It's also a sponsorship, our number 4.
Of course.
This is the DSTV Prem with 24,000 mentions. That's good. That's good for them, actually. Because they're normally in the 15, 10, 9, 8, 7, somewhere there. But now they're on 24. thousand mentions,
which is actually a good number for them. Yeah, and coming at number 1, which is
Yep.
huge. But they've also got the third biggest impressions, in
yeah.
our top 5.
713 million impressions.
That's
That is impressive.
yeah,
Man.
that is super
Yeah.
impressive, especially for the DStv Premium. And we know it's the biggest football league in South Africa, and so
Mhm.
therefore it's definitely going to get a lot of attention. Shout out to DStv, shout out to the Premiership. I'm not too sure what was happening, why they're trending number 1, but we definitely will keep checking that out and update you guys.
Yeah, a couple of teams played last week. So abo Skukune, Nabo, what's this, TS Galaxy, and then we also had on Thursday Kaizer Chiefs was playing Mamelodi Sundowns, beating of their life. And you know who I'm talking about.
I do.
You don't even have to ask. But yeah, they had a couple of games playing over the week, because Zealand or the Premiership even plays during the week. It's not like the cup games that play only on weekends.
For sure, yeah. So yeah, I mean, those are the top trending hashtags on Spaza Talk. Those are top 5, but of course we've got the top 10, we've got the top 20, top 100, top 200. You just hit us up and we'll definitely pull the stats for you on Brandwatch, and shout out to them as our sponsor. And speaking of football, there's a lot happening in the Champions League. It's really, really getting interesting. For those that watch Champions League football, make sure that you stay tuned in. I think now it's also in the semi-finals.
How's your
second
team
round.
doing?
Man United are definitely not in there. So in the semi-finals, I think right now it's Tottenham, PSG, Real Madrid, and somebody else. I just can't remember. And Man City.
Okay.
And so they're going now into the second legs, and this is it. This determines who's going into the final. So it's going to be a really, really interesting one. And we know Champions League is huge. And also, speaking of football, there are two teams that got promoted to the Premiership. I think Ipswich is one of them in the English Premiership, which is a
there was also Ipswich and Alex.
Menino Ipswich as Alex.
I
Love that. But yeah, I'm going to Ipswich again, which is, I think Ipswich is one of them. But you guys let us know which other team made it to the not the DStv, the English Premier League, which is a dope one. But yeah, top trending hashtags brought to you by Spaza Talk, brought to you by Brandwatch, and of course Color Space. But let's go to the earners and
the top earners.
The most, yeah.
Mention the most.
For sure. And we see that we've possibly got
number 5. Let's start at number 5.
Yeah.
Because I see we have with Destiny.
Yes.
Destiny is our number 5. She's our Destiny.
Yeah. And I think it was a birthday not so long ago.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've been off Twitter, bro.
Yeah.
I've been off Twitter. I've been off social for some time just to get my head back in track.
For sure.
But happy belated birthday, Destiny Z. She was mentioned 13,000 times and she got 233 million impressions.
Shout out to her for that.
That's money for her birthday.
Straight up, yeah. And who is at number 4?
Number 4, we have at Orlando Pirates. They were mentioned a lot, but not the hashtag. I think the hashtag is too long. Hashtag Orlando Pirates is way too long.
They have the other one, which is Once Always.
Once Always, yeah. They should use that. They were mentioned 16,000 times with 201 million impressions.
Nice one.
Not too bad. Should I take number 3 and then you finish it off?
For sure.
Okay, my G. Number 3, we have at Masandawana, which is Sundowns, for those that don't know, with 19,000 mentions and 125 million impressions.
Shout out to those both teams, because we know obviously they were playing over the weekend. And obviously Chiefs are equal, guys. Nyazi Chiefs is disappointed. Don't ask
Chiefs,
us why they're not here.
Chiefs must go to a different league.
Yeah.
Mozambique.
Yeah, I think they definitely need to do that. But that was our top 3. Now let's go into our top 2. At number 2, coming in as the most mentioned at MDNS News with 20,000 mentions and 187 million impressions. Shout out to MDNS News. Obviously, then they're a returner on our stats. They've been at number 1 before. But our usual number 1 at Chris XL 102 with 26,000 mentions and 148 million impressions. Shout out to Chris XL one more time.
Homeboy is excelling.
Excited right there. But
that's a PowerPoint from me, right?
As somebody who's here, which I actually want to mention, I think they came in the top 10.
Yeah.
And this is an influencer, which is actually super amazing. It's the first time I'm seeing them.
Who's that?
At Snare Sugar. with 12,000 mentions, and I'm seeing here it's 41,000 mentions.
Oh,
impressions.
wow,
I mean,
why is Snake getting a special shout out from Mr. Cyril Zuma?
I think Mr. Sneh Sugar actually, or I can't remember. I can't say her ad, but Sneh, let us know what how actually do you even say your ad handle? But she's trending because Tito Mboweni went to go get a haircut at Legends.
I saw that. Homie looking fresh with the shades. He was rocking the same shades that you have.
It's in the
That's when I saw what. Nah. This homie got swag.
You saw him with those glasses.
I saw those glasses at 1+1 Zuma.
Yeah, so Sneh, I think, ended up putting the Tito's profile picture as hers, and people were just like coming, like laughing with her. Like they can't believe she's a really dope influencer, by the way. She's also very topical, so I'm not surprised she's coming up in our stats. But shout out to her
already.
Yeah, she's such a good mention. I think she's from Durban. Anyway, shout out to you, Sneh Sugar. Or is it? Yeah, it should be Sneh Sugar, ne?
Sneh Sugar. Shout out to you. But anyway, those are the top trending hashtags and the top tweeters from last week. The people that got mentioned the most on Twitter. Chris Axel has been coming number one every time. And I am tasking Julius Malema to do that.
We know during elections or closer to the elections and after, it's definitely not going to be him.
Sure.
Unless he's saying some really messed up stuff about politics. But
he's capable.
He's very much capable.
Very capable of that. I wouldn't put it past homie.
He's the most toxic, definitely.
He is. And he's known internationally. Like international borders. If you mention that name, like, can't have a meeting with you.
Nah, sorry. But yeah, those were everything what happened last week. We obviously do not have an ad of the week. Or do we have ad of the week?
Nah. I haven't seen anything as yet. I've been keeping my eyes open, but nothing impactful.
Nothing impactful. I'm surprised the IEC has not come out with any adverts that we can look at, like similar to the one is Kuluming or EFF. So
probably keep out the day before. You know, these guys, they're not prepared. They should come to us and we show them how. So Babonisa ngale 21-day photo challenge. How to do this?
I think you know what they did actually. The ANC did that challenge of this. Then they said that's probably how they're campaigning.
What challenge is that?
Their own internal way they were just dancing. Yeah, was the ANC like. Big combis they're wearing ANC regalia. They always show you that different
java ngemali yakho ngempahla zakho iPorsche yakho.
So that was their advert possibly, but yeah, anyway, that is it for the week. I mean, that was the stats for the week. That's what happened last week. And of course, guys, we still got amazing interviews for you, by the way. Really amazing guests. We're going to be putting them out this coming Sunday. As the first interview is going to come out. And also before that, you know that obviously the 21-day photo challenge is starting on the 13th of May. So that's going to be something really exciting. Make sure that you check out the hashtag. Make sure that you get in touch with either myself or Lebo or at Color Space. Check them out on Twitter at Color Space ZA. But from Mshuti Wabashuti, from Mr. Positive himself, from Mr. Birdie, from Mr. Tiger Woods, it has been an amazing week. Those AKAs just kept coming.
Hey, man, but you only have one AKA for the next month.
Which is Mr. AKA Mr. 21-day photo challenge.
I don't want to hear the other ones.
Okay,
about Birdie.
Yeah.
No. Kendrick is gonna take a shot at you. Coming with his name. Kendrick is on fire now. He's dissing everything. I don't know how ANC didn't make it to one of those raps.
I think I must to stay safe. I'm definitely staying as Mr. 21-day photo challenge.
Thank you, sir.
But for me, it has been really amazing. Mbijami, say your goodbyes and let's be out of here. I'll check you guys next week. Peace.
From your boy, the sophisticated. Ciao.